And as the curtains close for the 11th summit of the Lake Region Economic Bloc Forum, a lot has been achieved in the expectations with the key players in the region as the summit resolved to tackle major issues and problems facing the region. A top priority in the resolution was given to the sugar sector, healthcare and climate change mitigation. On the sugar sector, the summit, through the chair, Professor Peter Anyang, the governor of Kisumu County, resolved matters of issues including the championing for establishing of a publicly owned company to import and supply sugar whenever deficits arrive, with profits from the venture to be plowed back into the sugar sector.
To promote increased utilization of the future of the sugar industry in the Lake region. To promote increased utilization of byproducts from the sugar sector. 3. Invest in an integrated industrial park of the Lake region anchored on the sugar industry. 4. Champion for the establishment of a publicly owned company to import and supply sugar whenever deficits arise. Profit from this venture will be plowed back to the sugar sector. And 5. Work with the national government to implement recommendations of the Sugar Task Force report that was presented to the President. Every leaders will meet the President to discuss this matter. 6. Urge the national government to consider fiscal policies and trade agreements that protect the sugar sector, which is a strategic economic venture. Sugar should be classified as food and not as a commodity. On the health sector, we appreciate that data is critical in healthcare transformation, hence establish an integrated health system that captures all data from entry to exit in the health system. 2. Champion development of policies that prioritize primary health care with focus on increased resources and financing for community health services through support for training, equipping and payment for community health volunteers. 3. Create a connected healthcare system where all facilities in the Lake region are linked and able to access data in real time for climate change in the Lake Victoria Basin. And resolve as follows. Recognize that climate change is real and a threat to food security and nutrition. 2. Commit to invest in climate change adaptation and mitigation. Already all 11 counties have enacted climate change policies and other legislation to support response. We shall set aside 2% of our budgets for climate change activities. We shall invest in education infrastructure that is resilient to effects of climate change, including flooding. And finally, we shall develop a harmonized climate change policy to the Lake Region Economic Bloc.